60 seconds.
She had a head attached to her back, which was really strange.
Dear Mother, I miss you. How are you? I'm hosting the game now.
That's great.
Thank you. Look, I checked the garage.
Hey there, my name's Raul. Congratulations on successfully installing the game. And, you know, the game's a bit of a memory hog, I'll be honest, so we had to dump some of your personal files. Looked like love notes and poetry. Nothing important, so don't worry about it. Tell me how many people are playing today.
They have never had.
Very good. Player 1, can I get your name, please?
Untrue. If he's drunk, he's drunk somewhere else.
Player 2, it's your turn now.
45 seconds.
Okay, and player 3, how about... Oh, yeah, hey, I need to know if you want to play a game with 21 questions or a game with 7 questions. If you don't know what you want, we're just going to give you the whole hog treatment. Thank you very much.
30 seconds.
Player 1, your buzzer is the letter Q, as in quintessential. Player 2, you buzz in on the letter B. B as in Beretta. And player 3, you buzz in on the letter P. That's P as in Phyllis.
Get out of here, you kidding me?
20 seconds.
Wilma,
20 seconds.
no contest.
Oh, hello. You're going to get a bunch of questions. First person to hit their buzzer gets first crack at the cash. Pick the answer you think is right and hit the number on the keyboard. Easy, easy, easy.
10 seconds.
We'll see you later.
9, 8, 7.
Okay, take out the desktop.
4.
Let's go to black.
3.
Limb whacker. Slims and trims by removing limbs.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome to You Don't Know Jack TV. Oh, look at this. I got 3 people who could think of nothing better to do with their time. It's pathetic. And no playing footsies while the game is in session, you 3. Let's go. First order of business, screws. So here's what you do with these screws. If you think your neighbor doesn't know the answer to a question, but you want to make them answer it anyway, buzz in and then hit the S key to screw them. Okay, it's time to put all those hours you spent sitting in front of the TV to good work. Player 3, pick a category.
Question 1 is taped before a live studio audience.
For your viewing pleasure, Hot Detectives, brought to you by the letter W. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, you know how sometimes shows will have crossover episodes where characters from other shows will make an appearance? I gotta tell you, I hate that kind of bald-faced ratings ploy, especially when it goes wrong. Horribly, horribly wrong. If Sesame Street were visited by the fellows from 77 Sunset Strip, what could be a disastrous result of the crossover? Ernie cleans Ducky. Player 3, see ya. Player 1, player 2, who won? Well, your rubber ducky may be the one, but this answer sure ain't. Player 2, you want it? Player 2, go! Kooky is the parking lot attendant who works with the detectives on 77 Sunset Strip. 2 words. Got milk? Player 2, grab a category. And our special guest tonight, music television that actually plays music. $1,000 at stake on this one. And now, your question. If VH1 were actually seen on Broadcast Channel 1, what would be the most appropriate type of music videos for the network to show? Emergency Broadcast System Dance Party? It's all yours, Player 1. The FCC has assigned Channel 1 to the military for civil defense situations, so there you have it. I guess the new defense strategy would be to play nothing but Hootie and the Blowfish until our enemies beg for freaking mercy. Pick a category, Player 1.
This is question 3.
Open wide and get ready for I Want to Be a Bald Millionaire. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. So everyone wants to be like Mike, right? Well, suppose you want to be like TV's Dr. Mike. What do you aspire to be? A doctor on a cruise ship, a frontier woman doctor, a doctor living in Alaska? Take a shot, Player 2. Player 3, you're getting screwed right in front of me. What are you going to do? It's all right. Walk it off. Walk it off. Player 1, player 2, go get it. Player 2, grab it. Ouch. You're going to have to treat yourself for that northern exposure, Doc. What do you say, player 1? Player 1. You want to be like Dr. Michaela Mike Quinn, medicine woman. So for all you guys out there, just don't perform the sex change operation on yourself, okay? Player 1, give me a category. Hey. May I introduce a low-pressure question? You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks. Forward march. At which of these times would you be able to tune in and catch your entire local forecast on the Weather Channel? 8:12 a.m., 10:08. The Weather Channel gives you a local forecast every 10 minutes on the 8th, so 10:18 would be a good time to tune in. Which means you could even try 5:48, or 7:08 for that matter. Or hell, how about 1:18 or 6:38? Never 8 o'clock though. Now 8 minutes after 8, sure, but not 8 o'clock. What do you want to do, player 3? This one's called It's Written in the Star Wars. You get it right, you get 2K. Okay, imagine this. Mark Hamill has decided to stick with the role he created on a 1977 TV pilot rather than leave to play Luke Skywalker, who will now be saying to him,
I am your father.
Michael Landon, Tom Bosley, Dick Van Patten, or Carol O'Connor. Player 1, do it! This is not a very happy day for you. Player 2, player 3, the time is now. It's all you. Have you considered a career in marketing? Player 2. Mark Hamill played eldest son David Bradford in the pilot for 8 is Enough.
I am your father, Luke.
That means you must be my sister. And you, and you, and you, and you too.
Player 2, what looks good? Let's take a look at I've seen the future of dating. $2,000 for a correct answer. Ready? Catch this. Say Maya from Space 1999 goes on the dating game to find a boyfriend. Considering their common unique ability, which bachelor should Maya pick? Bachelor number 1, Captain Marvel. Player 3, do it.
I got confused.
Player 1, player 2, it's open. Player 2, you're getting both Maya from Space 1999 and Jonathan Chase from Manimal can change into animals. So after their date, when they tell you they were running like crazed weasels, it's probably true. Like the man says, player 1, one good screw deserves another. Player 2, how about a category? All right, flesh, butt, spits, I'm poor.
It is time for our delicious.
One gibberish category coming up. Big fat lies. What do you say to $5,000 to start this gibberish question off? Now here's the deal. The more time you take, the less cash you get. All right then, get ready and tell me, what phrase does this rhyme with? Nay, Trump? Then who took some? And don't let that punctuation fool you. First clue, it's an advertising slogan. This one goes out to all you Larry Tates out there. It's a slogan about a hot dog. Last clue, it's the slogan for Ballpark Franks. What do you want me to type it for you?
Hey, how come your wieners are so much bigger than mine?
Because mine are ballpark Franks. Nay, Trump, then who took some?
Oh yeah, they plump all right. They get almost as big as Donald Trump's wallet. Player 3, why don't you pick one? The category, spit take with a Frosty. $1,000 if you get it. Hope you're hungry. It's question time. Suppose Danny Thomas replaces Dave Thomas as the spokesperson for Wendy's. Based on the original name of his big hit show, what might we hear Danny saying in the new ads? Father knows best, Wendy. It's a Player 3, have at it. Ow, burning, burning, burning. Player 1, Father knows best. Well, player doesn't know anything. Player 1, you can take it. I'll tell you what, this will be our little secret. So, heard any good jokes lately? The Danny Thomas Show was a big hit. It ran from 53 to 71, and it was originally called Make Room for Daddy. Yeah, I hear Danny often shoves Wendy out of the way because her braids take up too much space. Talk to me, Player 3. Today's specialties include, what did you mean by that? I got $2,000 says you don't know this one. Okay, for this one, you have to pretend you're really stupid. Say you tune into each of the following sitcoms for the first time and hear these characters' famous catchphrases. Which character might you think? It's all you, Player 3. Hey, Player 2, you like getting screwed? Give me an answer. My simple little friend, let me give you some advice. Urkel is never the right answer. I don't care what game you're playing. Player 1, Player 3, let's do some... Player 1, Peg Bundy, and her famous catchphrase is... Player 3, it's all up to you. Player 3, do it. Archie, oh yeah, I remember hearing the guys in Houston telling the astronauts to dummy up, you meathead, quite often. Yeah, I know, you all really meant to pick this one. Good old Ralphie boy frequently threatens to send his wife Alice flying into space when he says, "To the moon, Alice!" So you might think that Ralph works for Mission Control, and if you're that stupid, you probably also think that Jackie Gleason is just a cheap imitation of that amazing actor Fred Flintstone. How about it, Player 3 category? Here we have, don't try this at home, or you'll have to leave. You're looking at $3,000 on this one. Uh-oh, looks like another show's producers have crossed the line again, except this time, it's not with the FCC, it's with Immigration and Naturalization Services. Since it has a premise which could get someone kicked out of the country, which series would most likely receive INS scrutiny? I Married Joan, I Married Dora, I Had 3 Wives, or Married with Children? Does this ring a bell? I Married Dora. It's this 1980s show about a single father who illegally marries his Latin American housekeeper to save her from deportation. Gee, what a courageous act. A guy marries a woman to get free laundry. The premise men behaving badly could only dream about. Now, if this were a TV show, this is where you get up and use the bathroom, but I'm in kind of a hurry, so let's move right into round 2. Okay, I'm gonna give each one of you a screw. Yeah, he said screw. Okay, here you go. Don't forget, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. It's all you, Player 3. What do you want? This category is known as TV with a staple in its belly button. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Think fast. It's question time. Which of the following is not true about the 1960s syndicated TV series Playboy After Dark? It aired in '69. The show featured partial nudity. It was first called... Check, please. Player 2, Player 3, who's gonna get it? Take a shot, Player 2. While the show did feature things like bunnies playing Twister and all, it did not feature any nudity whatsoever. But if it turns you on, I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm not wearing any pants. What's it gonna be, Player 2? For your enjoyment, the Hogan Family Ties. One right answer and you got $6,000 coming at you. All right, don't freak out on me. It's only an analogy. Mallory from Family Ties is to David from the Hogan family, as Joe from The Facts of Life is to Beaver from Leave It to Beaver, Mike from Growing Pains, Tommy from Alice, or Urkel from Family Matters. All right, the sooner you get this into your skull, the better. Urkel is never the correct answer. Player 1, Player 2. Player 2. Justine Bateman, who played Mallory on Family Ties, is the real-life sister of Jason Bateman, who played David on The Hogan Family, while Nancy McKeon, who played Jo on The Facts of Life, is the real-life sister of Philip McKeon, who played Tommy Hyatt on Alice. And interestingly enough, Vic Tayback, the guy who played Mel on Alice, is the father of all 4 of them. Could you imagine? Your call, Player 2.
15!
We're calling this one, whoa. How does $2,000 sound? Here's the question. Say your life is already filled with so much woe that you must avoid any show with that whoa guy, Joey Lawrence, on it. Which of these sitcoms? Player 3. Player 3. Player 2, you got no choice. Give me an answer. Give you a break? Okay. Player 1, Player 3, grab it! Player... No, Brotherly Love actually has 3 Lawrence brothers in it. You want it, Player 3? Player 3, do it! You won't find Joey Lawrence in the cast of Growing Pains. You know, oddly enough, the longer I watch Joey Lawrence, the more I begin to experience a growing pain. Player 3, time to make a choice.
The kookiest digits you've ever seen. Together they're 14.
Coming at you. Where can I find a doctor like that? How does $4,000 grab you? Okay, according to his big hit song, Rick Springfield wants Jesse's girl. You see, Jesse's got himself a girl, and Rick wants to make her his, okay? All right. Say Rick Springfield tries to impress Jesse's girl by introducing himself as his TV character, Dr. Noah Drake. At which of these... Take a shot. Player 3, you gonna take that? Give me an answer. Back in the 80s, Rick Springfield played Dr. Noah Drake on General Hospital. Oh, and here's a bit of advice for all you guys named Jesse out there. Don't trust that Springfield guy. He ain't your friend. Hey, guess what, Player 2? You're screwed. Player 3, your category. I believe this one is called Fire Walk in the Rose Garden with Me. Heads up, this one's gonna be $6,000. All right, Twin Peaks fans, listen up. Because the Twin Peaks town sheriff shares the name of a particular U.S. president, which famous presidential quote would be most appropriate as the sheriff's motto? Speak softly and carry a big stick. The buck stops here. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, or I am not a crook.
Shh. What's that I hear?
Player 2, Player 3, who wants it? Player 2, go!
U-G-L-Y, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly.
Player 3, take a shot! Wrong, but don't worry. As any good lawyer will tell you, bankruptcy is nothing to be afraid of. People, these are questions about TV. The sheriff on Twin Peaks is Harry S. Truman, and Harry S. Truman's Oval Office desk held the motto, "The buck stops here." And once we found out who killed Laura Palmer, David Lynch's desk motto could have read, "The viewership stops here." Player 1, what are we doing? Player 2 and Player 3, enjoy that commercial break because Player 1 is moving into a This or Dat. And this This or Dat questions category is, when in doubt, host a talk show. All right, I am kicking ass and naming 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if that person ever hosted their own talk show or not. If they had a talk show, you press 1. If not, press 2. And slap 4 if you want to skip it. You get $1,000 for each right answer, and you lose $1,000 if you get it wrong, or if you don't get to it. All right, I'm going to start you off with 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. Vicki Lawrence, talk show or no talk show? Mary Lou Henner. Suzanne Summers. Marsha Warfield. Tempest Bledsoe. Space Ghost. Last one. Ain't got no more. Hey, you got 4 right. Great job of guessing. Let's throw that onto your total. Well, it's better than losing money. Player 3, pick a category. Let's have a big warm welcome for You're So 10 Minutes Ago. If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. So you think you watch too much TV? Think again. Get ready to fill in the blank when you know the name of this TV personality. This guy made a bunch of Coke ads. At one point, he even hosted a music video show. His whole deal is that he lives 20 minutes in the future. All he is a computer-generated head and shoulders. How can you forget him? What, nobody's gonna go for it? Hey, player 2, look at all the cash you're sitting on there. Audience, what do you think?
Don't be a wimp!
Now or never, player 2. Start typing and hit return. No turning back. Pow, right in the kisser. Player 1, player 3, go after it. Next time, think about typing this. Max Headroom is the computer-generated talking head who lives 20 minutes in the future and made all those annoying Coke ads. He also has that habit of stuttering on all his words. Computer-generated hosts. It'll never catch on. Let's have a category, player 1. The category is... No, don't change a thing. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Put it in gear, because here we go. Say the TV tabloid show Inside Edition is taken over by the publishers of Gary Hobson's newspaper on Early Edition. What would... Player 1! Player... Hey, player 2, you like getting screwed? Give me an answer. Gary Hobson, the main character on TV's Early Edition, gets his newspaper a day early, thereby discovering tomorrow's news before it actually happens. So now you'll know whose celebrities are going to divorce before they're even married. Player 1, looks like you're the one who's screwed. Player 2, take your pick. Let's see what we got going. Men in Black, chiffon. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. See if you can wrap your skull around this. If a popular 90s TV drag queen were to do a new show with the first man to wear a dress on TV, what might the new show be called? Hanks and Lithgow After Dark. The Uncle Player 3. Uncle Milty Berle was the first man to dress as a woman on his Texaco Star Theater show, and RuPaul, well, RuPaul has done it all, baby, on the RuPaul show on VH1. Of course, Uncle Milty wore glamorous floor-length gowns and never had to worry about tucking himself in. And if you don't know what I mean by tucking, check out RuPaul the next time he's wearing hot pants. Player 3, why don't you pick one? All right, give it up for the food court. $4K coming your way for a right answer. All right, the People's Court is in session once again, and today Judge Wapner is presiding over 4 attempted burglary cases. Based on each character's actions in his respective commercial, which of the following is the only character that Judge Wapner can find not guilty of attempted burglary? The Hamburglar, the Trix Rabbit, the Lucky Charms Leprechaun, or the Frito Bandito? Player 3, have it. Nope, the former Fritos mascot was famous for stealing those delicious, corny treats, and it looks like the Frito-Lay company was famous for racially stereotyped mascots. Player 1, player 2, it's open. Player... I know, it's not easy. Player 2, ball's in your court. Take a shot, player. Lucky the Leprechaun isn't trying to steal the Lucky Charms, it's those damn kids. And who can blame them for stealing? They're all hopped up on those freaking colored marshmallows. Category time, player 2. You've almost made it to the credits, but first, the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, you get $2,000. If you're wrong, you're losing $2,000. Oh, and one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
The two words that match have to fit this clue. What makes you different from any other cop? Now, up against the wall and spread 'em. Player 2, you won this game with a score that's lower than 0. Great. Now you qualify to be your own Nielsen family. Tune in next week when...
You don't know Jack!
Very nice, people. If you ask me, that was worthy of syndication. Okay, get the commercials rolling, and hey, Raul, are we playing again?
Get up, killer. Come on, get up.
Congratulations, you masterfully filled some empty slots.